Lobo fans, welcome to Inside the Lines with Kit Vela. Your season's finally about to start. I'm excited. Can you just give me a little overview on the team? I know it's a young team, one senior.
Right, Alexis Leba is our one senior. Excited to finally get going. We've got a lot of different types of dynamics this year that we didn't have last year. Some exciting players that have developed, some new players that are going to come on and help us right away. Looking for our chemistry and our cohesiveness. We're excited to finally play a game. So I think with that being said, there's going to be some nerves and we're playing against a top 25 preseason ranked team who's very, very talented. It's one of those things where you go into Friday night saying, okay, let's see how fast we can put it all together.
Mm-hmm. Is there any pressure on Alexis being the only senior? I mean, do you have juniors that are going to help her lead, or is she it?
No, I mean, she's our only true senior. We have two redshirt juniors that are in her class that, for injuries and such, redshirted into the junior class. And then we have some very strong juniors that did well last year, put some points on the board that will also help her lead, that are really coming along. And I think there's plenty of leadership on the field. It's just how fast they can really believe in themselves to lead.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a feeling for where your strengths are? Last year, I thought you guys were an exceptional defensive team, but you lost some key defenders. Are you going to be strong defensively again?
I think we're going to be very strong defensively and very athletic. They just need repetition in games. Offensively, we are going to add repetition to what we already had. We had freshmen and sophomores on the field last year. Now they're sophomores and juniors, and I think they'll show that the experiences that they had last year and last spring are going to help them advance this fall. Mm-hmm. So I think they'll be very exciting.
So I would assume that chemistry between all players is important. Mm-hmm. You return your two top scorers from last year, O'Connor and Lindsay Geis out of Colorado.
Yep, we do. We return them, and I think we're going to add some more to that mix as far as players that have earned some playing time in the spring, have gained some confidence in themselves. I think they did some great things in the spring together, where they believe in each other. And again, it's just figuring that out in the fall. Fall's so much different than the spring, but I think just figuring out in the fall and finding some rhythm and chemistry amongst them again, coming from the spring into the fall. Mm-hmm. But I think we added some other young players, some freshmen that are going to do some really good things this year, exciting players, kids that the older players already believe in, and they're just excited to play in their first game as well.
It seems like you guys have traditionally, I mean, you've had some teams that have had some exceptional scores, but it seems like you guys have always been strong defensively. Is that kind of by accident you happen to break, or is that an emphasis in your program?
We believe that defense wins championships. I mean, that's real simple. You keep the ball at the back of the net, it gives you a chance. Yeah. And so we've always emphasized that as a team. We really try to do everything 11 forward and 11 back, and we get comments like we double top players. We don't double top players. We double everywhere. I mean, if we have our little ideal world, we would be doubling everywhere so we could win it in a hurry and then do what we like to do, and that's go to goal. Yeah. I think it's just an emphasis, and it's always been an emphasis. Yeah.
Okay, as a young team, how important is it to have someone like Cassie in front of the net who's went through a whole season last year? I think somebody says she played every minute.
She did.
I mean, is that a strong element to have in the back of your defense?
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so. I think she's gained confidence in having played for a year, making some mistakes last year that cost us, didn't cost us, but you learn from every game and every moment you're in the field. So I think she's going to add that element of experience in the back. We do return Savannah Viola as a sophomore who played every minute from North Carolina on last year, and then we add three very, very, very good defenders next to them, and then we actually add some depth as well. So I think we've got more depth even in the back than we have in the past. Some young players, some older players that finally got some repetition and some experience, and so I think we're going to make mistakes like everybody else is in the country. It's just what you do after the mistakes that counts.
Cassie's goal against average last year was 0.85, so less than a goal a game. Yeah. Is that what you want? Is that really, really good, or?
It's really good. I wish we would have scored more goals last year. Sure, it would be great, but we just need to score more goals, which I think is an emphasis this year as well, is put away our opportunities. It wasn't for lack of creating opportunities last year. It was for lack of experience of once you create that opportunity of putting it in the back of the net. And everybody has that comment from people, oh, you just need a goal scorer. Well, I think every team in the country is looking for that goal scorer, us included. And I think we have several players that could fit that bill and, break open and do some great things this year.
Okay, let's talk about the tournament. You mentioned Marquette. They were number 15 in the preseason.
Right.
They're 1-3, so they've had some bumps. I imagine they're going to be a very hungry team this weekend.
Yeah.
And they have 4 games in their.
Sure.
What do you got? How many games do you have?
One exhibition game so
One
far.
exhibition.
So yeah, they'll be hungry. They'll be a hungry team. They're very, very talented. They're very, very good. The 3 losses have been to good opponents. We're expecting them to be hungry and physical and athletic. We just need to match that and try to find ourselves. And then we play Weber State on Sunday, both at our Colorado College. Weber State has been an annually very good team as well in their conference. So I think it's a big weekend. We get to play at Colorado College, which is great now that they've joined our conference. And they're another tremendous opponent. So I think it's going to be a great weekend.
You talk about chemistry and rhythm. I know your girls have been working out together, and they seem like such a great group of girls. They just they seem like they really love each other. But does a road trip help with that bonding and chemistry? Does it bring you together in a different way?
Absolutely.
The bus ride?
The bus ride up, the hotel. No, absolutely. It's a great group, and they're just trying to figure themselves out, and I think this allows them to help, to promote that. And we've always been a good team on the road, a strong team on the road, and I think that this is going to allow them to really focus on just the task at hand, which is Friday night.
Mm-hmm. And then when is your first home opener? When do Lobo fans get to see you?
A week from Friday. A week from Friday. We play Loyola Chicago on Friday night at 7 p.m. And we turn around and play the University of Florida, a top 5 team, on Sunday at 11 a.m. So we're excited to be home. Yeah. I mean, I think it's going to be great. I know we have a lot of fans that are excited to see us and cheer us on to great things. It'll be our first weekend at home, which will make it great for every player on this team. We love playing at home.
Yeah. Great weather this time of the year, too.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Soccer and golf.
Soccer, yes.
Yeah, soccer, mostly soccer. Okay,
yeah,
anything else you want to talk about? It's your show. I'm just window dressing.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be an exciting year. We just have to figure ourselves out really quickly.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, well, we'll be back next week with Inside the Lines with Kit Vela, and I might come back, too, if Kit has to prove me. This is my first time on her show, so we'll see.
Well, we appreciate it, Richard.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.